Yeah, this is just crazy. But let's see. I'm gonna start screaming here. Just screaming here too. It's streaming. Hey, Evan, how you doing?
Fabulous.
Yes, you are. I want to get some more light on you though. Oh, I could do this up here. Watch this trick. Uh, oh, there you go. Oh, that's much better.
All right.
Buddy, look at this shot of you, man. You got all this shit in front of you. You got Israel. You got oh, Jesus Christ, Evan. What else? I'm gonna see if I can make this thing here work. I'm having too much fun though, right?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. We are recording this stuff and say something, anything. Say something.
Man,
I'm not giving up on this. Oh, what the hell?
I'm excited.
I think maybe you were right there.
I want to meet this other guy.
Holy
Who is
cow,
this?
There you are. Look at that.
Who is this other guy coming?
Who's this other guy? My buddy James. James is see, this is the problem there. There it is. All right, here, move. There it is. All right. My buddy James is on his way too. He's got a 2000 Dodge. What's it? The Magnum. It's the mini pickup truck with extended cab. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
And it's got that. I think it's a 4.8 or something. It's a pretty big motor in it, and he's had it for a minute. And I'm telling him, this whole thing with these cars. I mean, we're responsible now for them. That we got to collect these things because the kids are coming, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're counting on you, man.
Yeah.
Because who else is going to freaking keep this stuff going? And apparently, I am a big ad for Acer. Hi, Acer. You're a big ad for Program. No, there it is. I don't. Got anything in the back of yours? Oh, I got to do something. Here, watch this stuff. This is how we do it in the 21st century. There we go. Oh, yeah, we got here. Oh, look at that. See, high end.
Perfect.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you want to look up stuff on there. You want to go have some fun with this? I don't know. See, what we do here is we turn this on. And this is what I normally would do before you get here.
Nice.
So, and then, oh, by the way, the email is Century 21, Century 25 Studio, Century 25 Studio at Gmail. If you catch me dropping the F-bomb, I'll send you $20. But you got to be the first guy to catch me, and I got to get the email from you first. So, all right. This is streaming, actually. We're on Twitch here. See the Twitch?
Oh,
There's
cool.
Twitch there. Let's see if I can see it on this camera here. No, we got to move this around here. I don't. It's going to go on James.
So Twitch is like it's just another meeting. It's like a meeting platform.
Yeah, it's gaming primarily. It's gaming. There you are, buddy. Full quadrant D.
Sweet.
It's a gaming platform. Oh, there we are. There. What the hell happened here? Oh, I guess I know what happened. So you're still good. Your camera's still good, right?
Oh yeah.
You're still good.
It's recording. Yep.
Oh yeah, you're still okay. That's all right. There you are. Okay, you're on. That's the action right there. And this guy here, there you are. Oh, there you see. So, but that's Twitch. See, it's twitchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll get this bad boy. This is gonna be here for now. I might turn something on. No, it's just not right. No, it's gonna be over here. If you change this, so you have to move this around. And it's gonna be James's camera. This is going back on me. Guess it's all right. And then the whole point of this place was to just step in here and just start recording.
Nice.
And it's generally worked out all right. That guy looks okay. That guy looks real good. Drop that. Pull that laptop cover down. Just get that out of there. Just pull it down there. Yeah. Get it out of there. There we go. All right, and do me. There you go. Adjust your mic so I can see your wonderful face. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just turn that down. Now twist it around on the bottom. There. Beautiful. There we go. You comfortable?
Perfect.
You want a pillow?
Perfect.
Okay. So what do you drive over here? What was it you drove over here today?
We brought the synthetic oil protection machine.
That synthetic oil protection machine.
Yeah.
What, pray tell, is a synthetic oil protection machine?
Started life as a 2013 SL 550.
Oh, it's a great car. That's the one right outside there.
The red one, yep.
Beautiful car, man. It's a freaking rocking car.
And then it's been transformed.
Now, it looks like a regular, plain old 550 SL. Just a regular, basic old thing. They're everywhere, right? You drive around there everywhere. What makes it the supercar?
It's all the fluids. So we started out from the most important, the heart of the blood, you could say.
Okay.
Is the motor oil.
The motor oil,
yeah. We did this engine
What
flush.
pray tell is the name of that motor oil?
It's called a AMS oil.
Yes.
And it's 100% synthetic.
100%
so
synthetic.
It's different than what comes in the cars. What comes in most of them is all full synthetic.
Now, what I like this from synthetic, not this AI. This is not AI oil. This is truly oil, but it's synthetic.
Yeah,
so
100%.
There is
synthetic.
a difference, you know. So
so they call this full synthetic when it's only 25% synthetic.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
So
is
it's
that
like a scam?
Yeah, it is. Is it like a mafia's involved in that?
Yeah.
Which freaking oil mafia's involved?
Yeah, so it basically wrecks your motor.
Yeah.
And people just keep using it until they get to 100,000 miles and they're like, man, this thing just doesn't run like it used to.
Yeah.
And that's because of all the buildup. So the carbon builds up and it really robs your engine of performance, horsepower, fuel economy.
Yeah.
So we eliminated all that crusty, burnt stuff out of the motor.
Crusty.
Got it out of there with the engine flush.
This is from DJ Crispy Critter, avoiding the crusty.
Yeah. And then we put in the 100% synthetic.
Right.
And then we came back, changed the filter in about 3,000 to 5,000 miles. And that cleaned it up even more. And now we're at a whole nother level of performance. And then we went on to all the other fluids. So the transmission fluid with 100% synthetic transmission fluid.
You remember those games when you were a kid where you get the two nails together and you had to unwrap them? I was just doing that with my headset. It was all upside down like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing these jobs. All right, so this is the nature of my show. I do crazy shit.
It's good. It's good.
All right, you were saying that you started with the key, the very blood that is the AMSOL 100% synthetic, not 25%, calling itself synthetic.
Full
Sounds
synthetic,
like yeah, this is what they do with olive oil, you know?
Yeah.
The same freaking thing.
Yeah.
Why did they get away from it? Who's getting that freaking big money on that olive oil?
And sometimes they do with honey, I think, too. It's kind of scary.
Ooh, what else do they put in the freaking honey? I mean,
probably corn syrup.
Corn syrup. Gosh darn it, they put in that corn syrup in. I gotta imagine, you know.
Yeah.
Is anything real anymore?
That's a good question.
That's a freaking great question.
I know the liquid gold is.
The liquid gold.
That's the AMS oil, 100% synthetic.
Nice segue.
Yeah, it is. It's the real deal. The best of the best in the world. First in synthetic in 1972.
Yeah. I remember buying AMS oil in freaking Kmart.
Yeah.
My buddy ran the back of the automotive department.
Wow.
And so much shit went out the back door.
Wow.
Oh, God bless you, Roger. I hope you're still with us.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, it was AMS oil. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and AMS oil, it's right up there with the STP and all those great American iconic brands. But the AMS oil still managed to be here. Huh? It's still with us. Yeah.
They're still number one. And they're the first synthetic API certified in 1972.
EPI. What is an EPI?
Or API.
API. Okay.
American Petroleum Institute. So it's just a place in Texas.
Okay.
Where they put this cute little sticker.
Bam.
They put it right on the bottle.
Bam.
And they say this right here is
right
good
here.
to put in your car.
That's right.
And
good Texans. Texans say it, right?
Yep.
It's said by a Texan.
Probably pay a little bit to get that sticker, but hey.
Is he wearing a hat like you? And I love your hat, buddy. You know?
Thanks.
Do you ever see the show Justified?
Never heard of it.
It's a great show. Timothy Oliphant. Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is, man. Yeah. Oh, man. When I first ran into you, buddy, I thought, this guy's all right. Just we got the real deal here, man. And, so you're from back east, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Philly area, Allentown, Easton, Bethlehem.
God, I met somebody from Philly the other day. It wasn't you. I'll come back to me. And the guys are really super cool. I'm getting some feedback on one of these.
Yeah, it's a little.
I think it may be. Do the favor, just slide that away from the mic, like just slide it back. There we go.
Now let's see.
Yeah, there
Is
it
it
is.
better?
I think that was it.
All right.
Yeah, so this is definitely a work in progress. It's okay.
Let's see. Put that down
There it
there.
is. There it is.
Now maybe it's better.
Okay, now we got an ad for Großsteiner here, which is brought to you by the fine folks Al and D, who own the Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And that's a house pour around here. And we also got what else we got around here? We got some decaf, I think. I hope. So now you saw my old Lincoln out there, didn't you? Yeah, that thing has been a.
It's a real car.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's a real car, all right. Oh my God, it's a real car. The history on that is I've had it for 15 years now.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy? I bought it on eBay.
Wow.
Yeah, and I that was my biggest mistake. Turns out it was owned by a guy who one of the guys who started the National Hot Rod Association.
Nice.
Yeah, his name's Bud Coons. And what they used to do back in the day in Pomona, California, they would, to keep the kids from dying in races, they went. This is how they dealt with back in the 40s.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, they how they dealt with things back in the 40s. We can't stop you, so we'll show you how to do it better. Thank you, Bud Coons. And about another guy, he's the sidekick. I can't remember the guy who started with him, but they're both Pomona cops, and they got together and they would show basically the hot rodders, those racetrack, the hot rod and cut chop 1940 or 1927 Ford, coupe. Like a Model A or whatever, and it'd be all chopped down the motors. You see them still.
Sure.
You see them today, And these hot rodders, they were killing themselves,
Oh, yeah.
Rebels without causes. But now they come along, Bud Coons and his buddy there, and they teach them how to do that. They end up having a road show, okay? So they ended up taking like a Ford Woody and a trailer, a big trailer, and they went all over the country. And this is how the Hot Rod Association started, okay?
Wow.
National Hot Rod Association, NHRA, yeah. And they went all the country, and this was the 50s now, and the 60s, and the 70s. And that car out there is one of the cars, maybe one of the last ones, that they were involved with dragging trailers around the country. They had a trailer hitch on it and everything, and then it lived a life doing that. I'm trying to find a picture of somebody. Oh, yeah, I hope to find in the museum of the National Hot Rod Association a picture of that car pulling a trailer, but I hope it's out there. But then they parked it in, they'd use it in a trailer park because they got into building trailers of all things. Isn't that how America works, okay?
Huh.
These cops, they started building trailers, diamond trailers. You still see them, and they're building still today, multiple, buses that carry 15, 18 people, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, you see the ones going back to the airport and back and forth. So that was my history lesson of the day. It bored the tears off of you. You're ready to fall asleep. So thank you for putting up with that. All right. Back to AMSOIL. What can I do with this old car of mine? It's got a 460, a 7.5 liter. It has been bored over a little bit, so it's probably a 466 now. It has not the original motor. It's got a Ford truck motor in it, and that was from the early or late 70s. And we did some, rebuild on it, but it's been basically sitting there in pieces for a while, and now I'm trying to resurrect it. It starts, it runs pretty smooth, but I'm having like today I started, it had a big puff of smoke. Yeah, and that was because it's been sitting around, I guess. But I don't know. What can I do with that old thing? Set it on fire?
A lot.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I think number one,
Yeah.
big views, big energy,
Yeah. Yeah.
straight off the dam.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. We don't do that. Not yet.
Are we both in it?
No, no way. No
Thelma and
way.
Louise
No
and
way.
shit out of it.
No.
My wife might want me to do that.
That would be colorful.
Oh yeah, you know, and if I get paid for that, man, if they freaking run that over a cliff, I don't care. I mean, I'm
But-
in the movie scene, man.
That would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, why
But-
not? You know, go out in glory, man. Go out in a blaze of glory. You know, Thelma and Louise did it with a not too much different car than you're driving around, man. They got was it a '67 coupe,
Yeah.
coupe de ville, or what's a convertible there? Yeah.
So on the other side, we keep it. This is the other
Okay,
option. We keep it
option 2, we keep it.
and we clean it up.
All right,
And we get it to run better than brand new.
all righty.
And this is by changing all the fluids.
Okay,
We start out with the Power Cleaning Trio.
the power cleaning trio. All right,
That's the engine flush,
the engine flush.
Signature Series motor oil.
All right,
We use the PI cleaner,
okay.
which is going to injector cleaner.
Yeah, now we got a carbureted version
Yep,
here.
it's
Yeah.
going to clean it. Yep.
Really? Okay.
Yep, yep.
All right,
And then
all right.
the fourth, which is kind of a part of the power cleaning trio, would be the Power Foam.
Okay, it
And
sounds like
that's-
I don't want to say the other company's name though. So they have
Yeah.
a power foam.
Yeah, AMSOIL. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
I
all
didn't.
AMSOIL.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding. Are
And-
they the original power foam? Because they, you know, the other guys, the
I
other
don't
ones.
know. I don't know any other one that's called Power Foam.
Yeah.
I know there's other cleaners, but
Yeah.
but basically it's just this can, it's aerosol can.
Yeah.
You spray it in the throttle body,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and you run it at about 1,500 RPM. You don't let the motor stall,
Right.
and you'll see a lot of smoke come out.
Yes.
You
Yes.
fire the whole can.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
the can's empty,
Oh yeah.
you turn it off, let it sit for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, some of the residue will stay in the combustion chambers and melt
Holy kill.
a lot of that
No kidding.
buildup out.
Yeah.
Then when you start it up after 15 minutes, you'll see all the smoke come out.
Yeah. It's all the carbons that's dissolved into that.
Yeah, that's been in there for all those
Cool.
years,
Yeah.
and it gets a good portion out.
Yeah. Now I don't think this is going to be that dirty but it's been sitting. Okay, and that's another
Oh.
thing. An engine sitting like that is not good, and
Yep.
it's not like for an airplane or car or anything. You got to turn those things over, and I think that thing goes like 6 or 8 months before I even go look at it. You know, I just. Okay, so we're going to do that. The power trio. All right.
Yep.
We're going to give them triage.
I call it the Power Cleaning Trio.
Yeah, I'm gonna what I'm doing here now is interrupting my. I got to take this text here.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I mean
here.
the Signature Series motor oil is really, it's a part of the trio. I mean, it's a profound discovery we
Yep.
found with my car, where we started out with this high zinc oil,
Okay,
and
which is normal what they do in an old car.
yeah, but it was the wrong way to go.
Okay,
I actually was
yeah.
being too conservative,
Huh.
too neat about it. I
Yeah.
had to get more hardcore, more
Mm.
progressive, more cleaning power.
Yeah.
So we put this Signature Series oil in with the high detergents,
Yeah.
and that really melted a lot of the stuff around the rings out.
Yeah.
So I got just better compression, smoother, and now it's like a whole nother level of performance.
Huh. So that actually cleaned the zinc out that you just put in too, pretty much.
Yeah. Because I get these guys, they go, "Oh, you want to run thicker oil?" And I actually went the exact opposite way. I go, "Okay, let me get this detergent deep into these crevices."
Yeah.
And clean that crap out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I went to 0-20, which my car usually.
see my fingernails. I need to do that at my fingernails. Sometimes,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like my yeah, it gets that crusty
Yeah.
crap out.
Look, I got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this so I'm like, you know what? I know there's more in there because I took 1.5 inches of clay out of the pan
God, it's crazy.
over all those years of
It's the dust that got stuck in there.
yeah,
Clay.
clay of actual like motor oil over the years settling
Yeah.
and it's good 1.25 inches of clay.
They don't call it rock oil for nothing, do they? Jesus.
so
But now that's all settled out then, and
yeah, that we took the pan off and cleaned it.
God Almighty.
But around other areas in the motor, like eddies and different areas,
Yeah,
there's baffles and all this stuff where
All
there's
that
not much
stuff.
oil flow.
Yeah,
I go, there's still got to be stuff on
Yeah.
some of these
a
ledges.
lot of that stuff in there.
Yeah.
I got all that stuff. In
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Let's backpedal. Let's see what happens if we reverse it from a straight 30 weight back to a 0-20,
Yeah.
which is what all your Hondas take now. and also the
That's a super light oil though.
it's not super light. Now it's normal.
Because of the synthetic component
No,
and regular
No.
oil.
it's just completely normal. Now
This is crazy
the
to me.
super light oil
Yeah.
016
That's okay. So 020 is what they're using in all the
normal
hot rod
Yeah,
drifters and stuff.
And if you get a fully loaded Escalade
Okay.
that's got the old 6.2 liter with cylinder deactivation,
Yeah.
that's 6.2 liter V8
Yeah.
takes 020.
That's
Isn't that crazy?
That's how the recent Escalade. That's like
Yeah,
last
like a
few
2016.
Years. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
6-cylinder already, I think.
No, that's a V8.
It's a last V8. Then,
Yes,
huh?
it's a 6.2 liter
crazy.
V8, makes 400 and some horsepower.
And it's using that
It's
020.
using 0 to be 20. So I put it in my Cadillac,
Yeah.
and it ran amazing. I thought there'd be a little bit more blow by,
Yeah.
and I was thinking it was gonna be a little louder,
Yeah.
and it ended up being smoother.
God almighty.
And it actually penetrated certain crevices in
Yeah.
the motor,
Yeah.
got that crap out of there,
Yeah.
and it circulated, ended up in the filter, and the oil got really dark.
Yes.
And then I changed the filter at about 500 miles.
Yeah. So you basically do what you were doing with that zinc stuff.
Well, this is a totally another level of
Yeah.
detergents.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the high zinc stuff has less detergents,
Yeah.
more just protective additives.
Okay.
Which is that ZDP, zinc diphosphate, or whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
yeah.
But basically, it puts that sacrificial layer of film,
Yeah.
keeps the cam from wearing out,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pistons, all that stuff. So I
But this is not what you're doing with the
no, we're
020.
cleaning it. We're cleaning it.
Yeah.
So now I did that, and now I was happy with the color of the oil. It kind of cleaned up after I changed the filter.
Yeah.
But I kept the oil in it.
Yeah.
Just changed the filter.
This is on the 500. You just changed out the filter at the 500 miles then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I drove it another little bit, and the oil really cleared up, didn't change color, wasn't burning much oil.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, now
God,
I'm
I
going to
love
go
this
to
process.
Yeah, now I'm going to go to 10W30.
Oh.
So now I got 10W30 signature in it, which is high detergents.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't turn dark anymore because
Yeah.
it's all
Oh, and
melted
everything.
out.
Yeah.
And now
And it's full synthetic still.
no, it's 100% synthetic.
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
Forgive
so
me, 100%.
Yeah. So a lot of your big name brands are all about 25% synthetic or more.
Jesus,
And
yeah.
they just meet that minimum
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to sneak by.
Yeah. That's
And-
like what do you call it? GMO free or no? The organic food. That's yeah. It's organic, right? Yeah. It's made out of organs. Yeah.
It's made out of organs. I like that. I like that.
You can have it, buddy.
I like it. That's a good one. It's just made out of organs.
Yeah, but human organs, man. I don't know what people are doing nowadays. Anything's possible. We live in Vegas. So what my next step would be for this would be to grab this stuff, take it somewhere and do this because
Yeah, you can have anyone install it.
Okay.
Or if you're handy and you want to dig deep and get down and have some fun, you can always do it yourself.
Well, that's probably going to be what I'll end up doing because James is on his way. He should be, he's stuck in traffic.
That's okay.
Freaking thing.
That's okay.
The traffic out here. We've decided that we're living in the most booming of boob towns in the freaking maybe planet. I don't know.
we're lucky.
Oh yeah, in a good way. Oh yeah, and I'm
We're
stoked
lucky.
about it. Yeah, well, I mean it could be podunk somewhere, but he's on his way. He's got a brother who's I think a lifelong mechanic. He worked at Ford or something too. It's James' brother Mel.
Now, the only big bomb scare with that, a lot of those guys, they're very by the book.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Almost like a German militant corrections officer.
They learned it the Ford way, right?
No. But it's interesting.
With a Ford rubber hose.
Yeah, I've talked to some of these guys, man, and they are so stubborn.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the old saying they say, a mind is like a parachute. It
Yeah.
must be open
Yeah.
to work. And I've kind of seen that.
I love that one too.
And
Yeah.
man, I tell you what, like I've talked to some of these old timers and they're completely like brainwashed with
Yeah.
these step-by-step bulletins by the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And I've even had some of them, they're like, oh, that's completely normal to
Hey,
burn.
these cars are 20, 30, 40 years old now. What the manufacturer doesn't give a damn about them, unless,
Yeah.
you're buying, like your dad bought a Ford. So,
Yeah.
and really,
Yeah.
the stuff that they tell you to put in, they don't even have, it's not available, right?
Yeah.
The stuff that they wanted to use is gone and been available for 20 years. I got to imagine. Stuff for my Lincoln, I don't have anything available from
A lot of stuff,
back
yeah.
in the day.
But crazy, they say, I've had people say, they go, it's completely normal.
Yeah.
It's completely normal to add a quart of oil every 1,000 miles
Every thousand,
in your Ford.
like
And I'm
clockwork.
sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, all that oil going out the
Yeah.
exhaust pipe into the
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
A quart of oil every 1,000 miles added.
Yeah. I resemble that remark. I bet that was back in the day. But my brother-in-law loved the guy. I miss him. He had an old Ford F-150, and his ritual in the morning was air in the tires, water in the radiator, oil in the in the engine, and transmission fluid. And he got to work and back every morning. He'd go out, add all those things. That thing kept going,
The
man.
thing would be leaking all the things, but it didn't matter as long as you
it
keep
didn't
adding,
matter.
you're good.
Yeah,
You're
upstate,
good.
up in New York, they don't care, And then it was such a rust bucket, and he used to help me paint some apartments and stuff. So he started painting the car with the paint from the. If I had that truck today, it was looking great.
Oh, we got extra paint.
Yeah.
You can paint your car.
Perfectly good paint. It's an oil-based paint. It went rolled on nice, and it covered those rust spots for a while. It was a two-tone, multi-tone. But yeah, I don't. If that one was here, that would be a real test of anything he got. We're kind of stalling here. See if James is. What I think I'm going to do here. Let's call this take a little break here. We've been rolling for a little while, and appreciate everybody staying in there with us. Looks like the feed's still being up the whole time, and we're waiting on James. We're going to talk to James about doing the same thing. So we're going to have the point I'm making about all these old cars is that in Cuba they got all these old cars. Cuba. You talk about. I think you come here 20 years, this is what it's going to look like around here. It's going to look like Cuba. And your car. I love it. You got a great laugh, buddy. But I'm really of this opinion.
Right, it is gonna become Cuba out here. It already is down in the east side. There's so many cars. I'm like, holy shit,
my
that's a
God.
91.
Oh my God, look at that thing. And it's like,
'Cause I'm an 89 model.
yeah.
I see these 91s. They're 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I double take. I'm like, how the F
Is still
that
running?
Still
It's still running.
These people don't even know how to take care of their cars.
Yeah, right.
It must have just sat for 8 out of those so many years and never moved.
Uncle Fred
and
had
someone
it
kept
stuck
in the garage.
Yeah, right. And
I'm like, how is that running?
Thank God, yeah. And then they figured it out. So this is like a mission. You are on a mission here, buddy. I mean, I see your mission is to save this stuff for posterity.
Sure. Yeah.
Or prosperity.
And help people.
Yeah.
I mean, they could give them free life of just saying, I can go anywhere I want in the whole country.
Yeah.
And I never have to worry about breaking down.
Yeah, because the car is just your friend now instead of your foe.
Yeah, it doesn't spit, doesn't cough or choke. All it does is just scream. This little screamer.
I was in a plane yesterday. This guy, he's got this little old Cherokee, and the engine just sounded so good. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've been in a lot of these little 4 and 6 bangers, and they're just basically direct drive, naturally aspiring, carbureted machines that just produce power and
planes.
Airplanes.
Yeah.
And then the one I was in yesterday. Oh my God, this just sounded. And the guy, he cares for this. He's just really taking care of it. And it just you turn it on, it's like it's like a hum instead of it's like a ooh.
Wow.
And it's just so different than some of the ones I've been in. And I was really grateful. So and I think about all these cars out there. Because in these old airplanes, they don't make them anymore. Because to buy a new plane, it's millions of bucks.
Sure,
the old planes are maybe hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands, whatever. But they are pretty good shape. And the idea that they got to preserve those planes, it's the same thing, with these cars. And we're so used to seeing all these cars on the road now that was for years and years, me included. But then you start looking at automobile accidents and. Just they get old, and then they're not replacing them with the same kind of car anymore. Even like you talked about that Escalade.
Yeah.
The new ones are 6-cylinder. I don't know,
Whatever.
Whatever. I don't even know what they do. To get that 400 horsepower out of them. And I gotta imagine those engines are going to be all chewed up. Because they want to sell another one here in 15 years or 10 years. After the third person has it. So yeah,
4 years.
4 years. Isn't that crazy? 4 years is what they tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you dump it off on some unsuspecting bloke who then says, I got a nice car here. And then so you got to really, you might be at that time is when you catch it because yours, what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's a perfect time to catch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to what we were talking about a minute ago here and take a break. I'm gonna stop streaming here.
Sounds
It's
good.
what's today? The 26th?
That's a good
26th.
question.
Yeah, I don't know. 26th of here, it says right here. Yeah, it's
27.
27th. Oh, geez. Here we are, October 27th, 2023, beginning of 21st century. We're coming right back, so stay tuned for our next podcast.